You ever think how like fish are just like birds except they fly up and down in liquid? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Anyways, something I had on my mind, I was like, all right, so a lot of millennials and Gen Z, they really want to travel, right? So I was kind of thinking about how I went about it. What I did was I shopped jobs on Indeed, right? It took me a while, and I mean, I started out, went into trucking because I didn't have any money. But if you're thinking about traveling, you want to travel, you want to make videos about traveling, you need to start traveling now, because unless you're just super camera friendly, I mean, it took me 6 years of trucking and 3 years of owning a van. Let's see, I got my van in 2021. So I believe it's 2021. Anyways, if that's what you want to do, you should start now. There's plenty of jobs that provide you the ability to travel. There's trucking, there's like flight attendant, there's cruise ship employee. There's a lot of jobs that you wouldn't even really think about unless they came across your path. Your path that allows you to travel. I mean, I thought about at one point like getting my pilot's license. I would still do that someday. I don't know, but there's a lot of different positions. I mean, if you were to get in a position where you were a captain on some kind of boat, or maybe a charter boat or something like that, who knows? I mean, there's traveling nurses. There's a lot of jobs that allow you to travel right now. You get money right now, you know, and you can figure out as you do it how you want to manage your money. Maybe you can acquire some assets like a property that you rent out or something like that. There's a lot of things that can go into it and give you more and more freedom. But the only way you're gonna really have that longing for the freedom that comes with traveling is if you start traveling now. Because if you start traveling now, it'll kind of further ignite that desire to travel more and more. And you'll get better at it. You'll figure out deals, you'll figure out all of these things. And wherever you are in the world watching this, get serious about how you can do it right now. Don't dismiss what's good because you want what's perfect. And I'm talking to myself with some of this too, but you have to figure out like, how can I get to wherever I want to be, whether that be traveling or whatever, right now. There's seasonal jobs. I mean, if you're a bartender, you can go anywhere and get a job. If you're a bartender or a waiter or waitress or something like that. A mechanic, most mechanics, you can go anywhere if you're a mechanic. I mean, the great thing about being a mechanic is if you're living in a vehicle, you can probably fix it yourself. That's awesome. You know how many thousands of dollars you'll save on repair bills just by having that skill down? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into being in a position to travel, but you have to start right now. And that's what I encourage anyone to do. In 2019, I went off and got my CDL. Since then, I've probably had a beer in like 40 out of the 50 states, which, I mean, not a whole lot of people other than a few truck drivers here and there can say that, you know what I mean? Maybe some pilots and flight attendants and stuff like that can say that. But, you know, there's a lot of options that you wouldn't even think about. Another one, right? Expedited van. People that drive those expedited vans and haul freight that's like overnight, you have to be somewhere the next day. That job allows you to travel, right? I mean, I drive a truck, right? Today I had a layover on my Lotus 5 hours, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go walk the beach for 3 or 4 hours. And honestly, I probably walked too far because I might have to take an Uber back to get my load delivered on time. I'll figure that out here in about an hour. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta figure out that way right now. And I guess I want whoever would see this to understand that you have something around you, like right now, that can make it happen. You have, if you understand like your position and what you can do to do it right now, and you figure out like creativity is how you get somewhere fast, right? So if I was broke, poor, and homeless like I was when I lived in California, I might get my CDL. It's fully paid for. It worked out great for me. I might go off into the oil field. The oil field, you do 3 months off, 3 weeks off. Travel the world. On those 3 weeks off, go backpack Europe. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. But the nice thing about being broke and screwed financially is you don't have anything holding you back other than creativity. If you have no bills, you have nothing to hold you back. And if you have bills, then you have to figure out how to navigate that, which kind of makes money a little bit more important. If you have no bills, you can work for free and travel. Depending on, you can do volunteer work. I mean, back when I was younger, people would go be a missionary because it allowed them to travel. And I'm sure that their beliefs had plenty to do in that, and that's great. So there's a lot of things that are out there that are options that you wouldn't know about unless you're shopping and looking and trying to figure that out. And I hope that if you've stayed watching this long, that I was able to give you a litany of different ideas that can make it happen for you. I promise it's not impossible, and I promise there's something out there that will fit you and suit you well, that you'll enjoy and you'll be good at. And there's something out there that provides that for you. And you just got to figure it out. You got to discover it. And the way I discovered all the stuff that I know about now is from starting out with getting my CDL. That was how. And now I've learned about all these other different ways. So hey, if I ever want to turn in my keys, turn in my truck, I've got other options, you know. So I don't know that I ever will. I don't know what I'm going to do in life, because every time I think I got an idea, something changes and then I change my plans. So who knows? But be good, be blessed. Life is amazing. Life is great. It's way better than you think, or maybe it is as amazing as you think. I don't know, but life is great. Enjoy yourself. It's short and it's long. It's tough, but it's good. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this walk back to my truck, and yeah, enjoy, right? Take it easy.